Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. There's the whistle. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
That's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Played back towards his own goal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. Great hit! And we have our very first corner. Marseille have the chance to go the other way. Oh, just skips past his man. It's Luis Suarez! And that is doing no harm at all.
Suarez did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
Cafu. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Beckham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Petit. Well, played right into his path.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shot a goal! That's Beckham. Messi. Del Piero. Rodri. That looks a cracking ball. Chance! Goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's the...
Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Beckham. Chance here to counter. That has been cut short. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That could spell trouble. It's out of play for a goal kick. Gilberto Silva promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with... Oh, what a mistake! Face to face with the keeper, and the shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mbappe! Can he put it away? Adams attempts a clearance. Petit. Interesting ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Adams. Messi. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Del Piero. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rodri. Oh, that's a key interception. Belletti. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So
Mbappe! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
they're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Mbappe, he could be in here. Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined. Beckham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So what can they make of this? Cristiano Ronaldo, Rodri cuts it out. And here's Mbappe, now it's Neymar. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Costa Curta clears, clips it so gently. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Marseille really need to bring up their intensity.
It's Neymar! It's a goal kick. Some resolute defending there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Beckham. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham. And it's Messi. And that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. That's been cut out, well played. Ooh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Now it's Del Piero. Luis Suarez. Messi's had a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. That pass isn't the best. Some good work on the right flank here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's searching through.
Marseille showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! He's having a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Costa Curta. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Belletti. Del Piero. Mbappe.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Shot could be on. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Shapes to shoot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Substituição em campo.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Camisa 4. Camisa 23. Camisa 6. Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Messi plays it short.
22. Camisa
Messi.
3. Camisa 17.
And Messi! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, easy pickings there. great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Now the finish! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Del Piero.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. 4 added minutes on the board. Schneider. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that read.
De Bruyne! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! That's that, the end. Marseille have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've chosen Wesley Sneijder because of his weight of pass. Picking out teammates is one thing, but delivering with just the right pace on the ball buys that precious half a yard or extra second, which can make all the difference.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar, good, strong midfield running here. Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Guardiola. Oh, that is a good... Mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Beckham does really well to win the ball there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero in acres of space out wide. There's the shot! And it's hoisted clear. He won't be happy with that one. Rodri, and it's Beckham. Driving forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Sneijder. Rodri. That has been cut short. Neymar. Beckenbauer charging forward, the ball at his feet. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And that's been won straight back. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bastoni clears it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Marseille finding their passes.
Marseille are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
He's not got that quite right. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Luis Suarez. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Belletti. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Rodri. It's Belletti. Del Piero. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And the first half is done. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're underway again.
Marseille clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Neymar. Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, just skips past his man. It's Luis Suarez! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Marseille have fired themselves in front.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. He's got the shot away! Beckham. Suarez does really well there. He is strong.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He has found the way through. Can he finish? It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chance.
Messi! Goal! Marseille! Into the lead once more. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Marseille take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he gets rid in a hurry. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. Oh, he's onto this. Beckham. Bayer catches it safely. Can he spark a counter here? Guardiola. He is through here. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Costa Curta. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never reached.
Schneider is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and I hope for his sake that it's cramp, meaning it'll be a quicker fix.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off. Ajax choosing to make the first change. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. Bastoni, the man synonymous with solidity. Belletti. Here's Rodri. Del Piero. Here's Rodri. That's a sharp pass. He's got away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Roberto Carlos tries to get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Beckham. No, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Marseille certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
That has not gone well. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Marseille pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter.